Something's coming out of my disconnected brain, and now I'm going out of my mind. You can't deny it. The joking on a porterhouse takes away the shame.
Don't be that guy that comes to an op or a game unprepared. I'm going to show you how I pack for a game so you don't have to waste a day sitting out on the sidelines. Alright, the first step to my system is what you're wearing in transit to the game. You don't want to have a sidearm on or whatever. So I start at the bottom. Work your way up to your head. I got my boots. That's at the very bottom. Underneath my boots, I got my socks. Then I got pants. Above my pants, I got my belt. Inside my pants, I got underwear. You got to think of everything while you're packing for this stuff. Above that, you got your undershirt. And above that, you got any headgear you might need. Gloves, an overshirt, that's the kind of stuff you got to start thinking about. So the second part of my system is what I call my gear bag. And this bag exists completely independently of Airsoft. This bag corresponds to my real steel system. So what I got in here, starting from the bottom like we do, working our way up, we got our knee pads. Above that, got a drop leg. Above that, I've got my load-bearing equipment. So your Alice gear, your tactical vest like I use, or a plate carrier. And then above that, you've got your headgear. I always bring a couple different kinds because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be getting into. Some places make sure you use full face protection if you need them, and I got extras of those. I've got gloves and extras of everything, like I just said. And your iPro. Bring extras because who knows, you might break one might go down on you, or another buddy might have forgotten his. You got your shimogs, extra underwear and extra socks. It might seem redundant, but extra underwear, you just never know. You don't want to have to go home when you've driven like an hour to go play a game. You got kill rags and medic bandages depending on what kind of game types. So that's my gear bag. The third part of this system is your gun bags. I bring 2 primary weapons to every skirmish or practice just because if one goes down, I want to keep playing. This gun bag holds my Cyma M14, as you can see right here, and everything that I own that pertains to this Cyma M14, like magazines, slings, and sights, stays right in this bag. That usually never leaves the truck. In here is my primary weapon that I'm going to be using today. I have a KWA CQR and a KWA ATP. I come to my games with all my BBs loaded into my magazines. Now, for those of you that think you're going to lose spring retention by doing that, it's not the case. Springs lose tension by using them as springs when they contract and expand and contract and expand. If they stay in one steady state, either contracted or expanded, they don't lose their tension. That's why people with real steel guns, like myself, I keep my magazines loaded because the spring retention is not going anywhere. So in this box, in this bag, I've got my silencer that I like to put on there. This is actually a Tokyo Marui tracer unit. I've got all the magazines I'm going to need. I've got rubber bands to put camouflage on my weapon. I've got all of my accessories. I've got my vertical grip. I've got my PEC box that holds my batteries. I got a camera mount, sling mount, slings. If I'm using different kinds of slings that day, I bring everything that I'm going to use for this primary weapon. And that's my gun bags. The last part of this system is what I call my toolbox, but it's basically a box where I keep tools and everything that's Airsoft specific, right here. Inside there, I keep everything that I need to keep my Airsoft guns running. So I've got lube, gas, what have you. There's a head cam, I've got my toolbox, and in here it's really important that you have Allen keys, both metric and I guess, what do you call it, empirical. Screwdrivers, different sizes, star bits. This is really important. This is just an old beat up multi-tool I have, but it's great to have a pair of pliers when you need them. I keep Sharpies, athletic tape, which is huge. I've got anti-fog, and I've got lubricant, along with a bunch of eyewear and optics cleaning cloths. On this side, I just keep a bunch of miscellaneous crap. I've got some batteries here. I've got extra ear pulls for my communication set, a rear sight, just some random stuff, a hop-up bucking, what have you. Little tools and little parts that you're going to need to replace per chance. But it's all in one spot. I've got a smart charger. The thing I like about this is that it can hook up to my car battery. A lot of times you don't have access to an AC outlet. I've got batteries and connectors up the wazoo, and these are all charged every single game. I've got BBs and a speed loader. Here's the AC adapter for my charger. I've got a charger for my walkie-talkies, and that brings me to my walkie-talkies. I've got walkie-talkies with their corresponding hands-free set, along with extra batteries. So even though these are all rechargeable walkie-talkies, I have redundancy in my system. I bring the batteries, they're right in there in this waterproof container. I've got extra batteries for everything that I have that is powered by them. I've got batteries for my walkie, batteries for my sights. These are hard to find, but you need to replace them all the time. A lot of times people will forget, they'll leave a red dot on or something like that. As much as you practice and train, shit just happens. Another walkie-talkie. I'm usually the only one that brings them, and your team is that much more effective if you can provide some communications. Also, I got redundancy in the system. In case one goes down, I have extras. Here's the AC adapter for my walkie-talkie charger. I have a rangefinder. This is nice for setting your hop up. If you know that this is accurate, you can set your hop up for 100 feet, no problem. I've got silicone lube for my gas mags. I've got propane and an adapter. I don't usually use green gas. I found that this works just as well, and it's a lot cheaper and easier to find. I've got more anti-fog, another spare battery, and this one actually stays with me because Lord knows your battery dies. You don't have time to walk off the field. You just find a place, take some cover, and change your battery out. I've got barrel cleaning rods of different sizes that I normally use that also fit in here. I've got a crappy compass. My better one is in here, but in case somebody else needs to borrow one, this works good enough. And a really important thing is bug spray. Do not go to a game without bug spray. You will regret it. And that's my toolbox. You cannot be a good team player if you're slowing everybody down by being unprepared. You need to be a self-sufficient and efficient system. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please comment and share this with your friends, and stay tuned for more from Dr. Milsim. I'm ready to play.
Why you got that dissatisfied, delicious look on your face? Yeah, we got nothing in common with your usual taste. And we used to all the wonders of the world you view from a screen, saying, hey, I already saw that yesterday.